My name's Daryl Hrdlicka, and I've been in the pageant for 19 years now, I believe. I started acting back in high school. I actually lettered in drama. And since then, I've been acting on and off over the years in different performances around the state. And about 10 years ago, I started acting in movies, and I've been doing well in that as well. I've made a few movies of my own. I've written a number of scripts that have been developed. I've written a couple of books on how to play spoons and how to play dice games and how to do card tricks, and that's about it. I keep busy. Well, the very first year was probably 20 years ago when my two oldest children were in it. And they had a wonderful time, and I just sat backstage, and I was a stage father, and the next year I decided I'm here anyhow, I might as well be in it. And that first year I played Reverend Alden, and I had a blast doing it. I love being up on stage. It's wonderful to be part of the family. I don't know that I have any memories of that first year in particular, besides it was an incredible amount of fun. I started as Reverend Alden, and then for a number of years I was dual roles as Reverend Alden and Mayor Elias Beadle. I like to joke that I held the spiritual and the secular power in town, so that was pretty good. After that, I was James Kennedy for a while. I played Dr. Hoyt one year. I played Mr. Hanson one year. I played Mr. Olson. And now I've also been playing Reverend Moses. So it's been a number of roles. They're all comfortable. I've enjoyed all of them. One of the things I really like about the Wilder pageant is that it's not, here's the story of the Ingalls family, and here's a couple of other people that come in now and then. We're actually the story of the city of Walnut Grove, the village of Walnut Grove, I guess. And so when I'm James Kennedy, I'm James Kennedy. I have a wife that I fight with, but I love. I have children that annoy me, but they're my children and I love them, and I just get into that mindset. I'm playing the character. I'm having, my wife and I, we tease each other and we glare at each other, and at the end of the day, we like each other. And it's finding the character that you're playing. When I'm playing Reverend Alden or Reverend Moses, I actually started college in pre-theology. I was going to be a Methodist minister. And so that's very comfortable for me to slip into. When I did Reverend Alden and I'm doing the prayer in church, I feel like these are my people. This is my congregation, and I am doing my best to lead them. And so you just find out who the character is and what they want out of life, basically. And I mean, the Ingalls are a part of it. I see Charles, I say hi to Charles. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not Charles' story, it's my story. If I'm James Kennedy, it's me and my wife in our house. If I'm Elias Beadle, I'm running the town council meeting, and I've got to keep these hooligans in line and keep pounding the table until they pay attention to me. And just you find the character. It's a chance to get out of what we've done in the past. The old script was very good, but we had 30 years to refine it and to get it into shape, but there was so much that was left out. There's bits and pieces that don't make sense, and I think it's good to expand on it. I think you need to tell more stories, because otherwise it's the same story every year, and why do you come back? But if we tell more of the story and tell different stories, people have a reason to come back to Walnut Grove and learn more and find out what happened to families. I like bringing in, real world events, but things that actually happen so that you have the time frame, you know what's happening. We've made reference to the James Gang because the Northfield Raid took place in 1876 when the Ingalls were just getting to Walnut Grove. We mentioned Little Bighorn, which also happened at that time. We're helping people locate it in history, and I do like that. Heartwarming to have them tell you they enjoyed your performance, they liked your character, they liked what you did on stage. It's such a nice little, I don't know the word for it, it's heartwarming. Because you've been out there and you've been putting on this performance and you've been with your friends and you look out at the audience and somebody liked you well enough to come up and say you did a good job. And that's what an actor lives for, is having somebody appreciate your performance. Be prepared because it will take up your summer. You're going to lose June and July because even though performances are in July, you're not going to feel like doing much during the week. But if you can accept that, it is an opportunity you're never going to forget. It helps you develop your acting skills. You're part of a community. I do feel like the group of actors in the Wilder pageant are my family. We get together every summer and we have this glorious family reunion for 2 months. And we just hang around and have fun. And sure, there's people on the hillside watching it, but I'm mostly out there with my friends just having a good time. Well, I was going to say one of the things I enjoy the most about the pageant is actually calling the square dance. Because that's something I started doing. I didn't want to at first, but I can't dance, and so I started calling it and watching the dance develop through what's written on the paper and making it fit the music and the changing steps and everything that goes into it and refining it and calling it. And at the end of the day, when we're doing a performance and everybody's out there and I'm calling the dance and they're just snapping along and doing it, and we end on the final note of the music and I throw my hat in the air and I mean it every single time. That is just amazing. It's a member of that feeling like a community. It's not just something I go perform in. I have a vested interest in the pageant going on. I love being a part of it, and if I can do something to help make it better, it's something you do. But I want to make sure it looks good, and so I'll come up and I'll help clean and I'll help fix this and I'll help put that away, and it's just something you do. I'm part of this production. I'm not too proud to be set crew. Nobody should be too proud to do that. Well, we do have the Westbrook Art Center. My wife and I bought the old Presbyterian church in Westbrook, and we do occasional classes. We have music lessons. We've done jams in the past. And it's something, I know, it's great. My parents passed, and I thought this was a tribute. I took the money that I inherited from them, and we started the Westbrook Art Center. Oh, I think I'm going to be doing this for a few more years. I've got children who are still in it, and as long as they're in it, I'll be in it. And probably after that, because acting does get in your blood. It's an amazing experience. I can't describe it, but there are nights at the pageant where everything just clicks. We're out there on stage, we can feel it happening. We can feel the magic. We know we're nailing it. And at the end of the night, there's a high to that I can't describe to you, but you just come away feeling, yes, this was it. And I live for that. I do.